Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Ross. I am your host and dungeon master for tonight's episode of BAR20, a show where myself and some friends of mine we gather around a virtual tabletop to play Dungeons and Dragons. And tonight we have some great announcements before we get started into our show. I want to start off with a huge thank you to everyone that has decided to come check out this channel and give us a follow. It's greatly appreciated. I don't have the words for it, honestly. Thank you all so very much for coming here, checking it out, and dropping a follow. Hopefully, as we continue to grow, we can hit our next announcement goal of 100 followers. When we hit 100 followers, we're going to be doing a follower-only giveaway for a hardback copy of the 5th edition Player's Handbook Guide, which will be signed by everyone here at the table and myself, and we will be mailing it to you. So, again, you enjoy this show and we pick up a lot of fun and laughs, tell your friends. Anybody who may have an interest in Dungeons and Dragons, let them know. But let's get right into it. Last we left off, our adventurers have moved a little bit across the way of this countryside, coming to the capital of Raitul, seeking out a bit of vengeance, hot on the trails of some not nice person particularly, following his trail to the capital, doing some investigating within it. They seem to track down where he might be. Through a few seedy connections, they found themselves with a bit of a job. Clear out some sewers. How hard could that be? Our adventurers found out, as in the last combat, Kelvin fell, nearly passing through the veil, as his sister managed to get a potion to him just in time. Tamriel and Snow both locked in silence. Kelvin, as your eyes open, you see your sister there, kind of kneeling next to you, holding you in like an upright sitting position. And you can see she's pulling back an empty vial from your face.
What happened?
Murder spiders happened. Are you alright?
Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Oh.
How much HP did we get Calvin up to?
It was a regular potion of healing, correct? So.
Yeah. 10?
Never mind, I'm out of spells anyway. Fuck. I forgot.
Yeah, we're all kind of tapped.
2d4 plus 4? Or no, 2d4 plus 2?
In
2d4 plus 2.
10.
In the chat, it says 4, but I don't know if that was
Well,
a potion or not.
2d4 would have been 4 plus 2, so 6. Or something like that.
Oh, 2d4, 8. And then... Because I just give you max healing on potions.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Max healing on potions, yeah. So it'd be 8. It'd be 10 total. So I'm at
10 total, yeah.
I'm at
Whew. Alright.
As I hug my brother, I'm going to do Cure Wounds also.
Okay. Go ahead, mark your spell slots to make your roll.
Ooh.
I'm
Bad.
very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice indeed.
Oh.
Now, don't do that again.
I don't think he had a choice in the first one.
Yeah, to be fair, he kind of just got dropped on.
Yeah. And those things aren't, they don't, those bites aren't nibbles. That's not a puppy. So, while we're all kind of talking, I'm going to be kind of looking around.
Okay.
I was about to do
find if there's anything more coming towards us, or kind of start checking bodies for any major identifying marks. Obviously, most of this is going to be either completely bloated from the poison or skeletal remains, but still looking for any kind of, talismans, marks, anything major or serious that would denote from or what they are.
Are you going to be mainly looking around, or are you going to be kind of digging through, taking your time, and taking the time?
If other people are going to keep an eye out, I'm going to take my time and dig.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
And no, would definitely like to try and keep an eye out for anybody coming because we made a lot of noise down here.
Absolutely. Roll a perception check.
Absolutely.
Come on, be nice to me today. 14.
Nice. Let me look over some things here. Tamriel, for you, most of the things you find are either a couple of kind of like obviously chewed on bodies. Nothing real great particular about them. One of them you do find does have a make sure I get this note correct here. That's right. Okay. As you're checking over one of the bodies you come across, you kind of peel back a bit of leather armor because something catches your eye, and just below the collar you see what looks to be a bit of a shield with an inverted sword on it. The shield is also inverted, like they're both upside down.
And is it I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Is it a medallion? Is it
a tattoo?
Tattoo. I am going to sketch this tattoo in my journal.
Okay. Give me a history check real quick.
History check. Okay. Not terrible at those. 13?
13. Seeing it here and thinking back, you didn't make much note of it the first time you saw it, but you do remember seeing this etched in a small corner underneath the Wobbly Mugs sign.
Ooh. Hold on as I'm flipping back through notes. Underguard. Okay. So this could potentially be member on.
That could cause some sparks.
I'm going through. While I'm looking at the leather armor, am I seeing?
You were sent down here by the Underguard.
Yeah. Do I find anything else besides the tattoo? Any other, anything of note? Any kind of specific or special weapons or anything like that? Anything that might say, hey, this guy was more than just
the 14, yeah,
nameless minion.
You find kind of like a patchwork thieves tools kit. It's not complete, but it's got enough to get the job done. And a dagger. Nothing of note, really. Nothing crazy, just a dagger.
Nothing ornate or up there. Okay. I'm going to pocket the dagger and the partial thieves tools.
Okay.
I've got thieves tools, but maybe, it doesn't hurt to have backup.
Right.
If I bend a pick or something.
I would say, Tam, as you're looking around in the snow, you're kind of looking and listening. You do hear very faintly kind of a low, like a strained whisper, like a hello, help.
Do I know what direction that came from?
It would be a bit to the south and not the first waterway that goes off to
down
your
here.
right, but one more down that goes off to the right. Yes.
Another question then. I don't know if we've discerned this already or not. Do we know the way out of here at the moment?
You have not looked around for a way out yet.
Okay. May I do that?
You're more welcome to.
Not a
Yes.
great spot to do that from here, but oh well. Another perception check or the same one?
We'll say. Give another one since you're looking for something different.
Oh, there it is. 24.
Nice. Very nice.
Much better.
As you're kind of looking at the kind of the flow of the where the wastewater is going and looking around, not too probably another. See, your dark vision cuts off at 60 feet, so
Yes, sir.
at this point, no. But
Cool.
going through where you can see kind of how the webbing is around here, and it seems to almost rapidly disperse. You can definitely tell this was like a nest for these two larger creatures. And I would say with your background, you would know that if they're subterranean like this, they probably don't wander too far. So you would imagine that if they're going to keep a decent food supply, there's more than likely a good exit nearby.
Yep.
But
I
you're
will
not
kind of
sure
just...
how far.
I'll whisper to Cathalia because she's closest to me. Further ahead, there's somebody in trouble. I can hear them calling for help.
I'll look in that direction. Um, stay with Kelvin, and I'll try and go see.
Will
And
do.
then I get up and
I don't think any of us should go by ourselves for anything down here right now. So I will leave my corpse looting
No,
to
go ahead.
walk with her.
Let her go on her own. It's fine.
I'm also gonna send Cinder further with you as far as she can go.
I'm going to
'Cause-
turn around before I walk too far away. I'm going to look at Kelvin and go, now I know you're wounded, and this doesn't mean anything, so just stay here. As I walk over with Cathalia.
Just in case Bro gets pissed off again.
So Cathalia, Tamriel, and Cinder, you
Yep.
all kind of move further ahead. To the first bit of right, you see another kind of tunnel point, but that's fine. You cannot see the end of it. But you do know that snow was kind of pointing towards the secondary tunnelway. So do you move past this one, or do you look down? Do you want to inspect this tunnelway first?
Even though it's not the one there that she heard the voice come out of, it's probably not a bad idea to make sure giant spiders aren't going to come charging out of it when we walk by.
that's true.
Okay.
I mean, we don't know who this person is, so there's not a whole lot of inclination to rush into something. For all we know, spiders took the actor feat and they're throwing their voice.
I'm gonna move everybody to the map scene. So we can all see
Is that
what's
even
going
possible
on.
for spiders to do that?
I don't know, and I feel like I just shouldn't have said that out loud for Brandon, but at the same time, it was what ran through my head.
It's okay. So all of you.
Are you having this conversation out loud?
No.
Okay, because Kelvin would have heard us know. Why would the spiders take the actor's feet?
So you want to head down this way, pushing kind of maybe this walkway to move past the spider's body.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Cinder can get there for now.
I just try not to walk in the water because.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That's not water.
He's not wrong.
It's wishful thinking.
Yeah, let me. Wait, so this one right here is the one that I just jumped to?
Yeah, that's
I
the one
think.
you guys are going to be looking
Okay.
at first.
Yes. We are going to move
As you're looking down it, all you
no
see
more
is
than,
just
I'd say, 10
continuation
feet at a
tunnel
time.
until your dark vision just cuts off.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop over to the other side.
I will step 5 feet forward. And then
Cinder can
just
go
kind
30
of,
feet there.
keep.
Okay.
I'll step 5 feet in front of Cinder.
Yeah,
Right
there
there,
is-
Cam,
You do have dim
Yeah.
light there, so.
as you are looking down this tunnelway, your dark vision picks off a blocked off portion of the walkway, and then just
Okay.
small enough bit of a passage for the waterway to come through. We'll use that word for now.
Okay.
Or the waterway. With
The sewage
quotations.
channel.
The sewage. There we go. The sewage channel.
Nasty.
Oh, we're going to have to walk through poop water to get out of here, man. So that's all I can see. I'm not picking up any
No.
creatures or anything like that. Okay,
I
cool.
mean, there's some corpses down there, but you're welcome
Corpses
to check
don't
them
mean
out.
much just yet. Oh gee, when you make it sound so inviting.
But you do know that Snow said she heard a voice down the other tunnel.
I know, we're moving that direction now. I
Yeah,
just like I said, wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get attacked. I will probably get out to here, kind of shake my point down the tunnel we just came from, shook my head, and start moving to the next tunnel.
Okay.
Still going on that lower, on the left-hand side, essentially. Letting Cathalia be
Cinder
on the
cannot
right,
come with you anymore. That is as far as she can go.
That is
Oh,
okay.
away from you?
30 feet.
So, at this
Oh, wait,
point,
hang on.
Kelvin
5, 10,
would
15, 20, 25.
stand up and kind of brush himself
30.
off. I'll be okay. Let's join them.
Are you certain?
Well, I don't want to be here if anything shows up. And
Fair
I don't
enough.
want them to be there if anything shows up.
After you, then.
So yeah, 5. So yeah, I'll just come over this way.
Right there, Cathalia and Tam. Give me perception checks.
Oh, God.
Nice. 23.
Nice.
6.
Tam, you are looking around and you are just on edge for anything that's going to come out and bite your face off.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, you are.
Those spiders are not cool. Well, there was one of them did just come out of nowhere. So none of us have any kind of power to see through into other planes to make sure it's not going to happen to us again.
Correct. Cathalia.
I mean, let's be completely honest here. He just saw Kelvin come around the corner, was like, "Oh crap, can't look at Cathalia."
Pretty much.
Nah, bruh, that's not happening at all.
So she is all the way over there.
On the other side of the water and everything. I still smooth out my tunic just to make sure.
Yeah. Just down.
Well, that makes it look sus.
Oh my gosh. Cathalia, as you're looking down this waterway and kind of focusing, you see one or two corpses here or there. Then you do see like a larger humanoid body that seems to be not like chewed on or eaten into. And you just see it kind of shuffling back and forth. At this point, no one's using a light source, correct?
No.
No.
Cinder's the only one.
Okay. And I would say
Cinder was safely tucked around a corner.
Okay.
I mean, I can have her move if you'd like.
No, I think he's wanting to make sure none of us are being seen by this thing.
Then no. Stealth checks.
Oh man.
Ooh,
I'm supposed
it's a
to
person.
get those.
Cathalius does see somebody. It looks like they've been in similar fashion that Kelvin was, just bound up in webbing.
Do I see anything else? Like any more spiders or anything?
No, seems pretty clear so far.
2, 3. I'm gonna go 15 feet. And I kind of look, like, half look over my shoulder. It's like, hey, there's somebody up here. And he's got webbing.
I am so freaking tapped right now. It's not even funny.
What are you guys doing?
I am going to quietly try and get closer
Okay, roll stealth
and
check.
discern if he has any weapons on him. Because he is shambling.
You said he was. Did you
But is
did you say
he-
out loud he was wrapped in webs?
Yes. Like, with him being wrapped in, is it like all full body, just not his feet, or?
Oh no, he is cocooned up. Like it is pretty much
Okay.
stops just about the shoulders, and then from shoulders down to about knees to calves, just covered.
Okay. Is he laying down, sitting up, standing?
It looks like he has managed to get himself to lean on a wall, but sitting.
Okay.
Does he spot me before I get any closer?
Give me a perception check.
16.
You see him, he's kind of bound there, and he's managed to get himself up on the wall. And you can see he's just looking around, just looking, almost like blindly into the darkness around him.
Okay.
Well, knowing Kelvin knows how much this sucks, so without even thinking, he's going to run all the way over here, dash action, everything, and just get right up by him, and get ready to cast. Just grab his dagger and just start kind of trying to get webs off and be ready to cast healing spells if he needs to.
Okay.
Just
I'm going to say as he does that, and he's probably occupying this dude's attention, I am going to get close and have my whip ready just in case.
Okay.
Because I've got a lot more experience. I've been around a lot longer than Kelvin has, and just because someone's bound doesn't mean they're helpless and doesn't mean they're on your side. So I'm going to kind of crouch in somewhat ready stance. Whip is ready. I'm not going to attack until I see him make an aggressive action at Kelvin maliciously, if that makes sense. Not just lashing out because there was nobody and now there's a hulking Kelvin in front of him.
Right. And Kelvin, you
So-
and it's surprise, but legitimate,
You dart
So,
you've
like,
fallen
in-
into my trap card.
he
kinda
looks
crap.
and just kind of, who's there? What's going on? And you just start, you grab him. He's
I
like,
got this. No, easy, and I I'm getting you out, and I just start cutting at the webbing.
and he tries to fight for a second, but you can tell he's just weakened. Like he eventually just stops, and then you're not sure if he believes you or if he stopped because he's exhausted.
Either way, he stopped, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to cut him out as much as I can. I'll cut his he said he has webs around his head.
No, it goes up to about the shoulder area and then covers from the just below the shoulders all the way down to the calves.
Yeah, I'll start at the shoulders and just keep working my way down.
Okay. As you cut him free, he just kind of gets his arms free and his legs, and he just slowly leans against the wall in a sitting position, just almost stretching. And you can feel him kind of feeling himself over, checking himself. Is everything okay? Did you kill the beast?
Well, yes, I did.
Oh, thank goodness.
Are you seriously going to try and take all the credit? You were
Dead.
on death's door.
It was a team effort.
Yes,
They
team.
helped.
We did all the damage. You did all the dying.
There's no I in team. There is a little me though.
Ugh. I kind of like peek over Kelvin's shoulder.
You can see he's looking around
How
a little
many?
lost. Does anybody have a torch? I can't see.
Hold on.
You do.
Shield your eyes. And I'm gonna pull out my torch that I had kind of, already had lit from where we were burning earlier, and I'm gonna strike flint to tinder and relight my torch.
Okay.
Kind of looking over to make sure he's got his eyes covered, just because that shock of light, especially to someone that hasn't seen for a while, is gonna hurt.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna try and be nice.
He kind of shields his eyes a bit as you light it up. You can see they're averagely built, if not a bit on the younger side. Male human. He's got darker hair, kind of goes down to about the chin. Bit of a beard, decently trimmed, but a few, it's like about a day or two or three scraggle on it. His armor itself seems to be mostly like patchwork leathers or studded leathers. They're not super nice, but it looks well put together. And then you do see everyone give me perception checks. That's right here.
Yep.
See how much you
Yeah.
discern.
Snow is just keeping an eye on the channels that they came from. Make sure nothing comes behind them
11.
Okay.
that she can see. Frickin'
17.
blink spider.
Yeah. I would say for Kelvin and Tam, you just see the detail I explained to you. He does seem to be wearing decently made studded leather armor, and then you do see kind of not too far from him a shield and a longsword. And then he kind of slowly gets to his feet, definitely tired, leaning heavily on the wall. He looks up at all of you. Oh, you must have. They must have put a bounty out. Oh, thank goodness. For Cathalia, you notice over his heart on his armor, you see what looks to be a very well sewn in shield with no blade in the middle. It's just a shield. And then you would give me a history check.
That's a nothing.
You're looking at it, and it's as he kind of gets up, gets around, starts kind of walking to get his weapon and shield, and he just kind of sheathes the long sword, puts shield over his back. You see him kind of looking around. They must have definitely sent for a bounty. Thank goodness.
Who's they?
My apologies. My name is Nathan. I'm with the Queen's Shield. And that's when you pick it up, Cathalia. The Queen's Shield. They're what would be kind of the equivalent of like the town guard, but for the capital city. You know, there are two main factions. There is the Queen's Shield and the King's Blades. The Queen's Shield primarily stays within the capital, and the King's Blades is kind of the outside of the capital forces, kind of like the army.
Okay.
But my name is Nathan.
Nathan?
It's been, I don't know how many days. We were sent down here because we were getting reports of some people going missing. So they sent a small troop out here. It's just 5 of us. And from the way things look, and he kind of looks around, you see other members that seem to be in various states of decay or just chewed upon. I guess I should be lucky I was the last meal on the menu.
I think technically Kelvin was the last meal.
Either way, I'm glad you're here.
Do you know the way out of here?
Yeah, there's an exit, not but about 80 feet down this way, and he points down the tunnel all of you are currently heading down.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
I am starving, and as much as I want to sit and take a minute to actually breathe in safety, I really want to get out of here.
Well, while we go here, and I'll give him one of my rations, and I'll actually let him use my water skin.
You are very nice. You can see
Are we talking?
sizes you up and realizes kind of his mind coming back to him. You're very tall.
Tall.
I'm gonna give him a big old smile.
He accepts the rations hesitantly.
Wait, are these the good rations or are these like lizard jerky rations?
Did you ask the player or did you ask the character?
Player.
What did you give him?
Let's roll for it, because I just grabbed in my pouch and grabbed the first thing I grabbed.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
man.
Great.
So good rations odds,
Oh.
lizard jerky evens.
Yeah, sure.
Roll.
We're gonna roll a d20. Odds is good rations, evens is bad. Let's go.
Bad.
Oof.
Good rations. Good rations.
Nice. He's getting some of that meatery stuff.
Oh, thank goodness. And he starts like eating on it while turning to look. And he looks back to Tamriel. Would you mind guiding? I can't
No.
see in the dark.
As long as nothing is going to use this against us, I don't mind. I'm going to swap the torch to my offhand, keeping my whip in my main hand and staying ready. And I guess I will be taking point. I guess I'll wave it twice to try and get Snow's attention.
Okay.
I'll probably see it.
Her
Now
kind
you
of
look
come
as he
down.
just kind of goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of give a head nod, like, come here.
It's going down for
5,
real.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, yeah, she'd have to double. But eventually
You can
she'd
just move down.
pull.
We're not really in initiative right now.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, hey, we're going to get out of here.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'll take a second for her to catch up, and then
Yep.
he begins to lead you the probably about 80 to 100 foot distance to where you see a similar kind of cut in cubby where a ladder with iron rungs has been made into the stonework. See here, as he's walking. Didn't get all of your names. What were they?
I'm Cathalia, and this is my brother Kelvin.
Adopted.
Yes.
Interesting story.
It's a long one.
He looks to Tam.
I'm Tamriel.
And he'll kind of
Kind of halting, hesitant, not fully wanting to give him my real name, but not really
Makes
thinking
sense.
quickly enough to come up with a convincing fake.
then he'll kind of look back towards Snow.
I'll kind of point at herself. Snow. Point at the elemental behind her. Cinder. And that's all she says.
He just kind of nods his head. And then as he turns to walk back forward, I'm just glad you guys found the bounty. That's all that matters.
Sure,
And he'll
that's absolutely what we were here for.
keep walking. when we get... What day is it? What time of day is it?
Do
It's
we
evening.
know?
You would know it's definitely much later in the evening
it's-
at this point.
I was gonna say, yeah. We got in at almost 10 o'clock at night.
It's probably...
It's got to be close to
pressing
midnight or
on
1
midnight.
a.m.
That late.
We've been down here for months. It feels like.
Yeah.
In reality,
I'll
it's
tell
only
ya.
3 weeks.
Definitely feels like months. And Nathan just keeps walking forward.
All right.
He will lead you to the ladder. It goes up. He kind of looks up. The grate's closed. Oh, great.
Do we need a key?
No, just 1 second. And he takes like a really, really long drink from Kelvin's water skin before handing it back to him. And then
I shake it a little bit. It's empty.
oh yeah, it's gone. And he starts to climb up the ladder. Clung, 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 clung. And he gets up to the top of the grate. And you see him kind of just take out his longsword and hold it like on it upside down. And he just uses the pommel to beat against the grate and just yells, "Hey! It's Nathan!" A couple moments pass. Clunk, 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 clunk. Hey! And then actually, any of you who have gathered underneath him at the ladder do actually start to see a faint bit of torchlight coming towards the grate before standing over it.
I'm going to put out my torch.
And Cinder is gone.
Okay.
Probably a wonderful idea.
Nathan's kind of looking up, and the guard up top kind of looks down. Nathan? The guy looks up. Travis? Oh, thank goodness. Can you open the grate? Yeah, of course. Move. And Nathan kind of goes down a rung or two, and you see two guys kind of go to the grate and open it up. And
Aw, yeah.
Nathan crawls out. And he kind of looks back down. Come on up. It's okay. And then you watch as
I'm going
Nathan
to
and Travis kind of
motion.
move out of eyesight.
I'm going to motion for Kelvin to go up first.
Yeah, I was thinking about it anyways. Just, all right, let's go. And just start climbing up.
Okay, Kelvin, you get up.
Yeah, I stick my head out and kind of smile at everyone. Hey!
They all kind of they're a little taken back, but they just kind of get like a little like the half wave. Hi. And there's a group of about probably 5 or 6 guards at this point. 2 groups have been called over. You see.
I'll climb out and just come on up.
I'm going to motion for Cathalia to go up next.
Okay.
I look back at Snow. Yes, I look back at Snow and I just kind of give her that look like it's going to be okay. And like, I try to pretend I know for sure it's going to be okay.
Okay.
And then I go up the ladder. Or
Okay, you head up.
whatever it is.
Snow is going to be right behind you. She wants to get away from these freaking spiders and all the spider webs,
She has had enough.
all of the sewer, stinky,
Now,
crappy
These
sewer.
mother fucking spiders
Now,
and this
is it-
mother sewer.
is it the spiders, or does she think there's going to be more rats coming?
Doesn't matter. She is going to take them all.
It doesn't matter.
Straight up not having a good time, bro.
No,
Straight up.
she hates this. She has had a very bad time, and Cinder almost killing
Just
Kelvin just made
straight
it
up.
3 times worse.
It's not very cash money down here, guys.
No.
0 10. do
She
not recommend.
is... She's not, like, panic mode necessarily, but she is definitely over it by now.
Okay.
And she's a pissed off
Understandable.
cat who knows she needs a bath.
Yes, very much so.
And she does not want to have to do that, but she's gonna have to.
She is not afraid of water.
Yeah, but where we've been,
All right, so Kelvin, you head up. Cathalia, second. Third?
Yep. Snow.
No.
Snow is up right behind her.
Tam, you got the tail end of this.
I got the tail end. I'm gonna tuck my. I'm gonna make sure the thieves' tools and everything else that could possibly make this an awkward conversation are kind of tucked away before I climb up.
Okay.
Just don't want to like crawl out and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, guys?" As like thieves' tools falls out of my jacket, and I'm like, "Those aren't mine."
Got it. All right.
But I'll
everybody-
climb up last and then kind of ease out of the way so the grate can be closed, just in case giant spiders try and climb up the grate too.
Okay, no. Everybody gets up, and then you see them during this time. Travis and Nathaniel have been talking, and then as soon as you're up, Tam, you watch as 4 of the guards, just kind of armed to the teeth. Really, you can see they're a little more officiated. They seem to be having like breastplate, short sword, long sword, shield, crossbows, torches. They're beginning to go down down the ladder. And then as you get up, Travis, or the secondary voice,
Be
you
careful
heard,
down there.
who seems to be talking with Nathan. They both kind of wave you over. Nathan's still kind of like taking a rest on like a bit of a bench that they found nearby. But you are all kind of over here, please. Kind of called over by another individual who does have
We
that
walk
a bit of
over?
a sash over his left shoulder, denoting his of rank.
Okay. I guess I'm going to walk over that then.
Everybody heads over.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Snow is probably going to stay a little further away because she probably stinks more so than the others do.
Okay.
Trying to save their noses.
Yeah.
I will notice this and press the digitation. Just start cleaning Snow up.
No.
Okay.
Thanks.
So
I
yeah.
kind of like look back at Snow and then look at Kelvin like, no love for the rest of us then?
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't need to be clean.
I'll chuckle as I walk up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Oh, we were
cool. I
greeted
didn't
by the
almost
two
die to save your
individuals.
life or anything.
Yes, I will clean everybody.
everybody.
The 4 of us and the guard.
Nathan?
Nathan, yes.
Okay. He kind of looks to you a little confused, but appreciated for sure. He's definitely seeing some really new things today. But after what he's been through, he doesn't really seem to be questioning it too much.
Big elves casting magic.
Yeah, totally. Again, thank you all for whatever brought you down there. And then Travis goes, yeah. What were all of you doing down there?
Taking care of
Exterminating.
your filth problem.
Well,
Snow flicks her
appreciate it.
paw again.
We seem to find ourselves adventuring, and there we heard about some things in the sewer, and we just felt it was an adventure to go, and we're glad we were there when we did, because we managed to save at least one life in the process.
Did you know you had teleporting spiders inside your sewers? Seriously, you should really take better care of them.
It's also going to take more than a mop or a broom.
Well, with what we've done, maybe a barbecue.
Ew.
Oh God, no! Please.
He's kind of looking over all of you as you're talking. And I would say, Kelvin, give me a persuasion check.
Since they were all helping me, is it advantage?
You're lucky you don't have disadvantage.
Okay.
I wouldn't say what they were doing was help. More like the hinder. They took the hinder action.
Yeah, they really did. All right.
Nice.
24.
Hey.
Very nice. 24. Kind of looks at all the party and then back to Kelvin. Well, either way, no good deed should go unpunished. Should you find yourselves to the Horizon Ward, I would strongly suggest you swing by the building there with the symbol of the Queen's Blade. Speak with a Sergeant Obson. He'll make sure you're properly rewarded for your efforts. And
Queen's Blade?
Or Queen Shield.
the Queen's Shield.
Yeah. Making
Gotcha.
sure. Thank you.
Sergeant Hobson, Horizon Ward, Queen Shield. All right, cool.
Tell them that Travis and Nathan have sent you there, and he should. He kind of looks over all of you. Should be able to help you out.
Gotcha.
We're going to
All right,
get
thanks.
our wounded
Thank
back
you.
home, and as you have suggested, reinforce our efforts to ensure that our sewers are properly secured from any manner of creature. Have a good night.
You as well.
And you see him as he walks over to Nathan and kind of helps him get to his feet, and they begin walking off.
We should probably do the same.
Yes,
Back
that's
to the meadery.
What was that?
Should we go back to the meadery to rest? Or should we go back to our new friends?
Well, let's walk, and then we'll figure out what we're doing.
After
Alright.
you.
Okay. Where are all of you headed?
Away, just away for now.
You're
Away.
away.
At least until we're alone.
Yes.
Okay.
That way we're not talking about our new friends in front of our new guard friends.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be kind of awkward.
So you begin to kind of head off in no particular direction. After a couple of minutes, you manage to find yourselves. You can see the torchlight in the distance of various patrols roaming around, but you do find a bit of a groove and are able to kind of keep yourselves out of earshot of what appears to be any prying ears or eyes.
While we're doing that, and then we've got a moment of quiet. Why do I feel like we just messed up potentially for our new friends?
Oh, no,
If they're
that was
going to be
definitely a
reinforcing and
success.
marching through there.
That was definitely a success-ish venture.
All we can do now is inform them that there may be heightened security there, and it is on them what they do with that information.
But nobody's going to be eaten anymore.
Or we succeeded in our mission. We cleared out the sewers.
True. We could just leave it to them to find out.
It just feels underhanded.
You're dealing with a bunch of thieves. Everything is underhanded.
Damn.
I know that.
Hashtag real talk.
I know that. But at the same time, I don't know.
I agree with you. Don't worry.
If for nothing else, I don't want them to lash out at the guards by being surprised.
We're not lying to them.
I'm not talking about lying to them. If they get caught by the guards, it's on them. But what I don't want is some guard that's down there doing his job because he was ordered into the sewers for sewer duty that day, and someone with a happy hands just stabs him because they got surprised. Better they know and know to avoid them than to go down there and innocent blood be spilled for no reason.
We mentioned that after we get paid.
Absolutely.
And oh, by the way, there's one caveat.
We can even tell them that after we find out where Tane is. And I'm not against getting paid twice. Really and for true.
Well,
All right.
and we're now walking towards. Well, I think we should just get it done. Let's go to the Wobbly Mugs and just let them know.
Hey, yo, Mugs. Let's wobble.
Oof.
I know. I'm the worst.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Give me your character sheet.
Alright. Well, guys, it's been fun, but I'm
Nice
head
knowing
out.
you.
Okay, so you maneuver your way through the portions of the capital you have explored so far, heading eventually into the Earth Ward, and you come upon the familiar building of the Wobbly Mugs.
Question, actually, for you.
Yes.
On our way back, would we happen to pass through the Horizon Ward or close by it? Because I
A bit of a
still
detour,
don't.
not a huge one.
We could collect before we head out, or we
That's
can
not
wait.
a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's if anyone is there.
One way to find out?
It's a
almost
guard
1
post,
o'clock
I
in the morning.
imagine. Okay, let's do it the other way.
Fair enough.
We know certain people are always awake. We don't know if the switchboard operator at the police station has money.
Onwards to the mug, then.
Okay, you make it to the building.
Is the door open? Well, does the door open when we try to open it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there lights on and stuff?
There is not.
Oof. I'm gonna listen and try and see if there's anybody in there.
I need everyone.
I'm gonna
to make a
knock.
Perception check.
Oh,
Ooh.
God, we're in the middle of an ambush.
Oh boy.
16!
Nice,
Hey.
Kelvin. Our savior, 23.
Kelvin, as you said you're going to listen.
Well, I went up to knock, so probably as I'm getting ready to knock, what do I see or hear?
You're just about to knock, and you hear the faint shuffling of feet just around the corner as someone seems to be approaching from the alleyway.
I quickly turn, hold out my hand. Who is this?
I think the better question would be, who are you?
And I think the best question is, how bad are you at math? There's 4 of us and 1 of you.
Where'd you learn to count? 4? Okay, bud. He turns back to the orc that seems to be the most present threat. What do you want with the mugs?
Who are you, first?
He kind of looks around. You have business with the mugs, or something else?
There's always business to be had.
Right. Well, how about you can just move on your way and come back during regular times. I never seen you before. And Kelvin, as you look around with this natural 20 for a 23, you do see kind of just on the edge of about 4 other points, you do see figures that have not made themselves known, but you're unsure. This tingle comes up your spine, and your eye movements almost don't become yours for just a moment as you look around, almost precisely picking out where they are. And then you return to normal control of your own vision.
Okay, guys. I think we should probably come back later. But and I'm gonna kind of. Yeah, how close is this guy? Is he like right there?
No, he's probably about 10, 15 feet away. But keeping his voice very directed towards you and a bit hushed.
I'm going to take a move a couple feet closer, and just in a equally whispered tone, be like, I just hope Shady can forgive your insolence to some of her friends. Shall we go?
We may as well.
Right behind you.
He just doesn't say a word as you leave.
Okay.
The meadery it is, son.
Oh yeah, I was right.
Well,
So
let's-
as we get a little bit a ways, I'll kind of stop. Well, not stop, but walk a little slower,
Okay.
and shoulder to shoulder with Tam. Maybe elbow to shoulder with Tam. He's not a tall guy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's not my fault we're built different.
Yeah, I know.
Should we keep an eye on them?
Keep an eye on who?
I don't know if they are who we think they might be.
Well, I mean, the thought did cross my mind, but we'll find out in the morning with Shady.
If there's a Shady in the morning.
One can only hope.
Well, we're at least getting paid once. Let's go to bed.
Fine, but I need some mead first.
Alright, we continue to the meadery.
Okay. Yeah, you all make it back to the meter just fine.
Is that door unlocked?
To...
The meadery?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's basically an all-night bar, I mean.
Yeah.
Just because it might be doesn't mean it is.
Yeah. You go in. I don't think anyone's been here this late yet. You just notice a male dwarf behind the counter. A little older. Kind of a salt and pepper, long beard, and his like thick braid head shaved completely down. And he looks a little tired himself, but he's managed to stay awake. Kind of looks at the door.
Gregory gone to bed.
Aye. Room or drink?
Both.
Yes.
Alright. You've been here before. Do we need the prices again?
No, I've got it. I throw 2 gold on the table, or 2 gold on the bar, 2 rooms, and enough ale for my friends and I to not feel feelings until the morning.
Looks at 2 gold. Looks at you. Haha, easy enough. And he grabs the 2 gold and throws down, how many rooms? 1, 2, 2? You said 2?
Two.
You said 2, right?
2.
2. He puts down
2.
2 keys. And then he puts down chunk, 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 4 mugs. I'll be right back. And he kind of, you see him go down the bar and clunk, go in the back room. Psh, Ah, fuck! Clunk. He comes back with this. He's kind of. That's stupid. Who stacks this thing is this tall? I can't reach it. It's just this kind of a larger bottle. He starts pouring this oddly clear liquid. You almost don't even see it. Just all 4 mugs.
Well, when he gets to the 4th one, I'll spill. Do you have any milk?
What?
Do you have any milk or?
I'm just gonna
juice?
kind of look over at him. Do you think just for tonight you can drink with the rest of the grown-ups?
It's not good. Fine. Just half, please.
For an orc.
I'll look
half.
I'll look at Tam, completely ignoring what he just said. And he goes, "Is that okay?"
Yeah, half is fine.
Okay.
Good enough.
Kind of looks at the mug. Oh, God. Takes a drink out of it, puts it back down. There you go. Half.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Who takes their first drink?
I will.
Do we drink at the bar or grabbing a table?
I'm gonna drink at the bar. I
Okay.
mean, it's 1 a.m. and we almost died.
Yeah.
You did
This
die.
This is bar worthy drinking.
No, it was almost dead. It was almost dead. It wasn't
You were
dead.
the
dead.
closest to death.
Okay.
I just got bit really bad and cut, and I'm just not in it anymore.
That's why I wanted a hard milk, not.
Tam, as you
A
pick
hard
this
milk.
mug up and start to throw it back, give me a con save.
Oh, sweet merciful Christ.
Oh,
You start going,
I am
and you're like,
smashed.
man, this is different. This is really sweet. It is very sweet. It tastes like liquefied sugar. It is so good. And you get 1 big gulp, 2 big gulps. Right around the 3rd, you swear you just put a hot poker down your throat. It is, whoo, it burns. You put the mug down, you're gripping the edge of the counter, fingernails are digging in, and it is hot.
Oh God, sometimes you have to ride the lightning, but it is a hell of a thing.
After watching this, anyone who wishes to continue to drink this drink, give me a con save.
I figure why not?
Hell yeah.
After seeing his reactions, like, hey, maybe we do need this.
Catholic is the same.
Oh man.
I am not.
Even
I am
worse.
not Emran.
Even worse, yep.
We are gonna have to change these rooms around tonight.
You said that was a con save?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead and throw a 7. I dare you.
13!
Ah!
Damn.
You don't really know what they're on about. I mean, it burns, yeah, a bit, but not a ton. It's delicious. You find that part, but you've had worse stuff.
Okay.
Well, I did say I would have a drink.
You sure did.
There's the 7!
God,
Yep.
there's the
There
7!
it is.
It would be Kelvin.
I get halfway through my half a mug, and then I pass out on the bar.
Yeah, you were out. Like all you. Here's the order of sensations Kelvin goes through. Thought process. Wow, this is delicious. What have I been missing out on? Wow, super sugary, smooth, nice. Oh god, it burns. Oh god, it burns. Thud.
I think in the oh god, it burns phase at some point I would have cast Cure Wounds on myself to hope it helped, but then passed out.
You see him get about halfway through casting a spell, and his hand goes to touch his own chest, right where the heat up is, and he just face heads the entire counter. Just
snot bubble coming out my nose.
Oh god, I'm gonna reach for the mug and try and catch the mug to save it from smashing.
Easy enough, yeah. Because you see it coming, like, oh, he's doing good. Mug goes down, you're like, oh, he's not doing
No,
good.
he's not.
I was
I
just
could've-
gonna look at the other two and
Like,
be like,
nope.
I'm not the one getting him
Grab
to
it.
bed.
I will leave his butt here.
Alright.
I just want to say that I have the strongest con save of everybody, and I rolled the worst.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
I rolled a 2. See, that makes sense. If I would have had milk, I would have been okay. But no, peer pressure.
Peer
You'll
pressure.
be alright.
Hey, today you are an elf. I just tap it and I walk away.
I'm definitely not an orc right now.
You gonna leave
No,
him there?
you are an elf. I can't lift him. Strength is my dump stat.
Yeah, no.
I don't think any of us can.
No.
I am going
Kelvin
to.
couldn't lift Kelvin.
I don't.
So
I know
I
that
am
strength
going
and
to
negative
turn
1 ain't lifting him there.
No.
I am gonna look at the dwarf and I am gonna slurringly say, "I am not robbing my friend." As I pick up his coin purse to make sure nobody else robs Kelvin,
The dwarf kind of
and
laughs.
I will put a bedroll on him.
He'll be fine there. I'll put him in the corner later. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And I will kind of half stumble. Good night. Or good day, or whatever it is you're celebrating.
You
And
know
I
what?
just stumble off.
Still dark out. I haven't slept yet. I'm gonna say it's still night. Good night.
Good night.
So Kelvin is passed out on the bar. Tamriel heads
Yes.
up to his single room now. Catalia's
Kind of
now.
Single for
drunkenly
now.
saying, "Oh yeah, 2 beds," and crash into one of them.
I look
I don't
over-
even sleep, but I will drunkenly go into reverie.
Nah, you're sleeping, dog.
Oh, God.
Anyone that drank tonight, you're getting to sleep.
All right, but that means it's a long rest.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
I'm not saying
I
you're not
look
getting
over
long
it-
rest. I'm just
no.
saying the mental control you would want over yourself to maintain a trance, you are dunzos.
Yeah. So I have a quick question for you, sir.
Yes.
How are you wanting to play hit dice? Recovery.
Half on long rest.
Half on long rest, rounded down.
Rounded down.
Okay.
It's half
just wanted
your
to make
level.
sure.
Half your level.
Half
you
your
would-
level rounded down.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still the same number.
I
Okay.
look over it now. And I say, "Shall we?" And then I try to stand up. And they go to
I'm
bed.
going to
little
grab
wonky
onto
at
her if
first.
she starts. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like shit faced.
No.
But
Snow's gonna help
it's
her.
also
and
been
they'll
a
both
while
go
since
up.
I've done that.
All right. All of
Oh,
you
man.
get up to your rooms and enjoy a long rest. Even Kelvin.
Holy shit!
As-
It's been like
as
4
your,
sessions.
Oh, yeah.
As
Oh,
you
yeah.
both are heading up the stairs, you just hear a thud. Kelvin fell off the bar stool.
Yeah, the dwarf is trying to drag you to the drunk corner. He's
And
just-
yet there's still nothing that any of the rest of us can do. Because even with proficiency, my athletics is still only a 1. So if that was athletics and not a straight strength roll, I still would not do well.
Yeah, I
It's
really
wild.
don't think my little teeny tiny body could drag my big brother across the room.
Can I do a disadvantage opposed grapple check to try to cuddle the dwarf in my sleep?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes. Strength check, or would it be a? It doesn't matter.
This is a straight,
Your choice.
straight strength.
One second, I'm getting it up right now.
All right, well, you're working on that. Oh, that's hilarious.
Wow.
It takes him a
Yeah.
while. It takes him a while to get you in the corner. You try and hang on. You're like, he's like, no, I'm not. No, stop. And he finally gets you in the corner.
But I love you.
No, not my type. Boots you off and goes back to his counter. But, like I said, everybody enjoys a long rest. Let's see here. About morning comes. Uneventful for all of you.
I imagine since they got terribly inebriated, Snow would be the first one up.
I'd say, yeah, first. Not by much. You both all pretty much conked out at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how busy is this bar in the morning?
It's busy, but no one seems to be bothering the orc who's passed out in the corner.
Fine.
The rest of you come to consciousness, and the morning is yours.
Oh man.
Oof.
Snow will probably get up and do a nice long stretch
Okay.
and probably go check on Kelvin, make sure he's not been messed with
All right.
overnight.
Do we have one of those like pitchers with water in the bowl in our room?
Yes.
I'm gonna wash my face,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go down with Snow.
Okay. So the two of you head downstairs. It's not super busy so far. It's probably about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. And you're looking around and you see your brother who's been like haphazardly like not thrown, but placed into the corner upright. There's like a pillow that's been like mashed into like that nook where the shoulder and the head meet, like in the corner. And he is just out.
All right then. Well, seems like he's having wonderful dreams over there. Do you think we should wake him up?
I think you should let him rest.
Fair.
He almost died yesterday.
Probably exhausted.
I'm amazed we're all still standing after that stuff last night.
Noah's gonna
Is
go
Gregory
find a
behind the
table
bar?
close by.
Yes, Gregor will be there.
Good morning, Gregory.
Oh, hey.
First
Tam?
off,
Thought you guys were
who
heading
was
out.
the... We were, but we got stalled for one more night. Who's the dwarf that runs your night shift?
Oh. Dwarf?
Yeah.
Good guy. That's Samson.
Yeah. Samson. What did Samson pour us last night that was very clear, very sweet, and oh my god. I thought I could handle my stuff, and apparently not.
You said it was clear?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a little brew I made up a while ago. It's really good. Call it, he kind of leans in a little closer. You can see he's like excited. He's like, oh man, someone got to try it. All right. Kind of leans in a little bit, brings you a little closer. I call it Flaming Sugar.
Flaming sugar.
Yeah.
Well,
That
it was
seems
definitely
pretty
sweet. And
accurate.
it definitely burned.
That's
I don't know what
I
y'all
would
are
say
talking
it's a
about. That was
rousing
amazing.
success. Oh, I'm not doubting its amazingness in the least. At all. I haven't slept that good in centuries.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Will you all be staying another night, or...
I think for now we're going to handle it on a night-by-night basis.
All right. Just leave me the keys when you leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want me to, You kind of point over the corner.
No, we're going to let him rest a minute.
Okay. Breakfast?
Please.
Absolutely.
Usual?
I figured this... Yes, please.
All right.
And I will go ahead and pay for breakfast.
Okay.
After I paid for the rooms last night as well, but no worries.
Okay.
That is all squared away, taken care of, because it's, what, 2 silver for all of us to eat, right?
Per meal.
Per meal. Okay. Got it.
So this come out of your change purse or my change purse?
No, mine. Your change purse is going to come at you kind of quick. When I see you start to kind of like stir and wake up, I'm going to say, Kelvin, think fast, and I'll whip it at you. Making sure it's double knotted and like there's no way it's going to burst and go everywhere, but... Actually, before you wake up, I'm going to lean over. Cathalia, would you like to mess with your brother?
Yeah.
Alright, Snow, you and I are going to have to switch seats.
Sure?
You'll see in a minute.
She'll do it.
Okay.
And
So
I
sitting around
proceed
the table
to...
now?
I am going to be sitting next to Cathalia.
Okay. With an open space to your right?
I think so.
Yeah, oh, wait. How big is the is it a square table?
Circular.
Circular table?
Yeah.
Snow, why don't you sit on my right?
Certainly. I'll protect you from the giant orc.
Oh, I don't need protection. I just want to see what color his eyes turn when this happens.
So you have... So you are currently flanked by Snow and Cathalia.
Yes.
Okay. Kelvin, as you lay there in your warm embrace of a dreamless sleep, the smell of fresh cooked eggs, meats, breads begins to tug you into consciousness. The sounds of a slight business happening around you. And as your eyes open, you look around, you can see you definitely passed out downstairs. Taking in the scene around you, you can see the familiar bar floor. And then just across the way, sitting in the middle of the eating floor area, you see Tamriel, your sister, and Snow, all sitting at the same table, with Tamriel sitting in between your sister and Snow.
With my arms draped around both of them.
Oh god.
With a huge smirk on my face, and as he sits up, I'm gonna wink at him. Morning, sunshine.
I am going to I don't know. I'm gonna walk over to the table and sit down because at the current moment I am more hungry and hungover than I am pissed off.
I'm gonna sit your coin purse down in front of you. Didn't want that to go wandering off last night.
grab it, put it in my larger pouch. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll pull my arms from around Snow and Cathalia and just kind of like rest my forearms on the table. Oh, my hair is down, by the way. It's no longer up.
Okay.
Would you like some breakfast?
Yes, please. Oh,
It's a good thing we ordered for you.
No,
I
it's
might
just
need to go to that. I think I might need to go to Sutha's. I need
Who?
some She's an herbalist. She might have something for this headache.
oh,
Oh, that's great.
I totally forgot.
Just eat some breakfast, drink some coffee. You should feel better. Trust me.
All told, that wasn't even that wild last night.
At this point, I'm going to take a look at my my clothes.
Mhm.
Now they're clean from prestidigitation. Are there giant holes in them from spider bites?
Yes.
Oh,
I can fix that. I can fix that after breakfast. I'll fix everyone's clothing and armor. I've got it under control. It's a little trick I learned in the woods.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Snow
Elbows on the
is
table, head in my hands.
Snow is eating her
Oh.
food, not looking at Kelvin.
Okay.
She will not meet his eyes, but she's like hyper focused on eating.
About 15, 20 minutes pass by, just this conversation before a amazing spread of food is brought down to the table. I mean, just they had it all, it seems. Eggs, smoked meats, cooked meats, various breakfast style veggies, hearty mashed potatoes mixed in with this what looks to be just really delicious brown gravy.
Ooh.
Cups of hot steaming dark liquid.
Now I know your stomach is going to say otherwise, Kelvin, but you need to make sure you get plenty of grease and plenty of protein.
Yeah, do I have to make a con save for this?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Breakfast is had.
I will eat slowly.
Slowly. Breakfast is had. Is there anything you want to discuss before we move forward? As you enjoy this incredible meal from this small tavern. It seems to be kind of... It's not quite on like a main square, but like a side main square. Not a ton of foot traffic, but it definitely feel like you found a nice hidden gem. Thanks to Cathalia's travels to the capital.
Snow probably would. Give me just a second.
Sure.
Uh, yeah. So Snow is just gonna kind of look at Kelvin after she's done eating, but not exactly meeting his gaze. And she's just gonna say, "I am so sorry." And she'll look at Cathalia. To both of you, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. The magic is so new. I nearly killed you down there last night. And she'll look at Cathalia. You almost lost your brother along with your parents last night, and I was part of that. I'm sorry.
I would not have held you accountable for that.
No, but
Magic
hold...
is tricky. And you can ask Kelvin when he got his magic. He literally thought he killed somebody. And I just look at him.
Kelvin groans just from the pain of thinking. Yeah, I thought I killed him. Magic is very tricky. I'm not. I don't even know what happened. I know that I was a spider's. I don't know anything after that. Whatever happened, it's in the past. No one died. Everything's okay. Let's just move forward.
Well
She'll
said.
she'll kind of just take a minute to herself and nod. And then, in a little bit of a quieter tone, she'll kind of look at Kelvin. This might seem an odd request, but can I see your hands?
Yeah. And I put them out. One has a black glove on it, and the other one the coat goes down to his shoulders. I mean down to his wrists.
Mhm.
One has a black glove that is actually over the coat that is going up to about his elbow, and the other hand has the there's a a ribbon that has been tied to his hand that in his palm is actually a symbol of the Dawnfather.
So, DM question, is the uncovered one the one that was glowing down in the sewer?
His exposed hand, the one with the wrappings.
Okay. Snow is just kind of gonna take a look at it and examine it as much as she can. And she's going to tell Kelvin and the others quietly, I found the control water runes down in the sewer, but whatever this is on your hand is also magic, because this lit up like a beacon down there.
What?
Wait, didn't you find that around that tree right before we met?
Yes, when I found you.
And from what I can tell, that's some serious magic. That's almost divination magic. Whatever that is.
Well, that's also what pulled us to Rosso.
Kelvin, make a
Yes.
perception check. Okay,
That's a 4.
go on.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
You could have
it's
learned
fitting.
so much.
But you're telling me that the water down there, control water glyphs. That's ingenious.
Indeed. It was actually quite a novel experience for me once I realized what it was, and I knew I wasn't going to blow any of us up by stepping on it. It was quite nifty.
No, who would put down so many glyphs of warding in a sewer? What maniac would do such things?
Gee,
The
I
same
wonder.
person that would tie them to an arrow and shoot them at bad guys?
Oh yeah, that guy.
That's a really good idea, though.
That
just
was
saying.
a really good idea.
I mean, hey, if you want to destroy a city. But, yeah, and she'll kind of just point out that magic connection that she had found with whatever is on his hand, and then she'll just kind of leave it.
Okay.
Because she doesn't know what it is, so. Well, it seems we have a few things we can do now that the sun is actually out.
Horizon, then Earth?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Let's go meet with the sergeant. And then hope our other friends are still around.
Okay.
And we're looking for Queen's shield.
The Queen's
Yes.
shield, which is
Yeah.
a not inverted shield. It is a
Before
right
that,
side up shield without the sword.
we have that pit stop to make. Just to Suthus. And I want to go to Suthus Herbs.
Okay.
Isn't Suthus in the Earth Ward?
She's in the. She was Horizon Ward, wasn't she?
No, she was in the Earth Ward.
She
I thought she was on the.
in the
In the
spiraling
spiraling square.
She's in the spiraling square. That's right. So she's actually on the
Ward
other.
side of it.
Oh,
As
so
you
we
I
all
see.
get
exited the Earth Ward and it moved into the spiraling squares is
Yep.
where you came across her.
How far away from where we want to go is that?
10, 15-minute walk. 8 to 10.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We'll just head. I'll just start heading that direction.
Okay.
I guess we'll just follow behind him because he knows where he's going.
We hope he knows where he's going.
Fair.
All right, as all of you enjoy your meals, you head out to the streets. Do you bring all your things with you, or do you turn your keys back in? How you doing that?
Yeah, turn the keys back in, and
Okay.
we might be back tonight. We might not be. We're not sure yet.
All right. Let me know.
Will do, Gregory. Thank you.
All right, and you guys hit the streets. That's where we're going to take a break real quick.
Sounds good.
See
All right.
all of you back here in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for hanging out during a little break. So, all of you have enjoyed your breakfast. Some a little less or more than others. You made a decision to seek out Sutha in the spiraling square. After taking a bit of a path through the earth ward, kind of cutting some time by going a little shorter here and there, you do come across the familiar sight of the large, mostly open expanse that is the spiraling square. And it's called this because as you look now with a little more time on your hands, you see that it is square in shape, but there are constantly, it looks like the architecture for the groundwork is just squares, and then they've been rotated slightly and a little smaller on the inside, and then rotated again and a little smaller, just the way the stonework has been made. And all the buildings seem to just go off of that. So you have some wooden buildings that are of more established shops. Some are just tents with 4-post beams and some heavy, thick tarp thrown over it. Others just literally beast of burden drug carts that had their sides open and shouting their wares. It doesn't take you too long to find the familiar tent of Sutha.
Alright.
I will. I'm actually going to turn to Snow out of everyone here, I think you'll enjoy this the most. Would you like to come check out the shop?
Noah's just gonna slightly turn her head at him, but follow him inside.
Okay.
And we head inside.
And it's not
huge.
It's probably about like 10 feet by 10 feet. Maybe a little bit larger, but it's pretty small. But the tarp is kind of like halfway open. You just kind of push in, and there you see the familiar full-blooded female orc, adorned with kind of like almost like a flower necklace that just hangs lower. And then also just random plants hanging here and there, some vials and pouches of various things. The scents almost overtake you, Snow, but you maintain control. It smells amazing. It's very earthy, very, to you, especially as a druid, you love it in here. It smells great, but it's definitely powerful. They have definitely been refined and concentrated.
Is it just me and Snow that went inside?
That's about all that can fit, yes.
So I will actually.
Standing out by the door.
I'm actually going to place a hand on her shoulder and kind of lean down, and just be like, "Whatever happened in there, I've already forgiven you. Now, please forgive yourself."
She'll kind of just look at him and give a quiet nod.
Smiles and then turns. Is Sutha right there?
Oh yeah, she's just looking at you, smiling. Good morning. How are you today?
Not. I immediately hand off the shoulder, both hands to head. Not so loud, please. Yes.
She kind of gets down, looks you in the eyes. I know.
You're a little redder than usual. Can you help?
Sutha can help. For a price.
Thank you. Oh, what are we looking at?
Head pounding.
Oh yeah.
Ears ringing.
Yep.
Body aching.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, you're bad up with it. And she kind of... And it's like a small, like very small makeshift counter. It's literally just like a piece of wood over 2 boxes. You see her kind of go behind one of the boxes and dig through it. Clink, 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 clink. There. She stands back up, with this little vial. I say little in her hands. Probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches long. Just enough for to hold barely a shot of liquid. But inside you see this bit of a murky, kind of brownish reddish liquid. She kind of swirls it around. There's some sediment in it. Oh, come on. She kind of shakes it for a minute. There we go. This will get you right up. She places on the counter. 2 silver.
Yeah. I pull out the 2 silver and give it to her. Happily.
She takes it. Drink that. Have some water. Couple hours. Right as rain.
All right. I drink it right there.
All right. Clunk. Goes down quick.
I pull out my unfilled water skin. Oh. I look at Snow. Please. Do you have any water?
She'll just open up her own and give him some.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Well, I'm gonna have to get some more before we go fighting more of those creatures down there.
Thank you. All right. Is there anything you wanted to look at while you're here? It is a wonderful place.
There might be a few things, actually. She's gonna turn to the orc. Do you happen to have a few different varieties of... Well, obviously you're an herbalist. You have some varieties of plants. I'm looking for a particular combination. Do you have any mistletoe?
How much you need?
Just a few leaves would be fine.
Yeah, I got that. And she kind of goes to the other box across the other side of the table that holds up this piece of wood that outsits her counter. And she kind of just pulls out this small, little, almost like cheesecloth pouch that's been kind of tied shut with some fine hempen twine and sets it down. There you go. Anything else?
How much for that?
That? It's not too hard. 2 copper.
Certainly. That'll be all for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help.
Absolutely. Be careful, biggin.
I'll do my best.
You two
Thank you again.
head out.
Yeah.
Cathalia, Tamriel, anything you want to do in this time?
No.
No.
Okay.
I am pretty much just waiting for them to finish up so we can get on back to what we were doing.
Okay. Where will the party be heading first?
Which is closer, the Horizon Ward or the Earth Ward?
The Earth Ward. It's not too far from where you entered into the spiraling square.
Oh, that's right.
However, we did talk about doing the Horizon Ward first.
That was also when we were kind of in between both. Someone was a little too hungover. Pointedly looking at.
Someone made me drink.
No one poured it down your throat. I don't have Mage Hand. Anyway, Horizon Ward it is.
Okay.
Note to self. Take Magic Initiate so I can take Mage Hand and force Kelvin to drink.
Make your way through the spiraling square, and as you move through it to these areas undiscovered, it is just pretty chaotic here. A lot of buildings, a lot of single-story buildings with kind of a half-open front where blacksmiths are performing their craft. Leather workers have tanned hides stretched out. There's also some kind of roaming bakeries and kind of like a dried meats area. It definitely has kind of everything, really. But you continue on through before you start seeing the buildings and carts pretty much abruptly just stop once it reaches a certain point and immediately turn into decently built buildings, mostly of brick. Not much lumber to where you seem to be moving into the Horizon Ward.
Okay.
While we were walking through, did I notice anything that might look like some type of magical dealings, magical shop?
Make a perception check.
I'm always terrified of these.
Don't be.
It's not bad.
13. See a few places. Might have some interest of yours. Is
Okay.
there anything in particular looking for?
Taking notes in my head about where to go after we're done.
Okay. As you move into the Skyward, I need 2 of you to give me investigation checks.
For sure. That is an 11.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Cathala, you kind of see it first. I think all of you walk for about 5-10 minutes into the Horizon Ward, kind of aimlessly roaming pretty much. Cathalia, you point out the building that has all kind of this interesting green hue to the brick, almost as if it was, I'm not sure if like plant matter was mashed into the mixture for the brick, or if it was changed this way through other means, but it looks just like green brick, not painted or covered over. The actual stonework is of that hue. And then this 2-story building that's rather large, you do see hanging down in a nice metal sign the shield, and then above it the Queen's, and then below it shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you head inside?
There it is. Yeah.
Okay. All of you head inside. And
Yep.
Yeah.
You are immediately met with kind of like just like a common open area. It's got some chairs throughout, and then there is a kind of a probably well-made wooden desk at the front, and sitting behind it seems to be a male halfling. He's got kind of blondish hair, decent tunic, and he's looking at some paperwork over the counter. Looks up at all of you. Can I help you?
I will take a step forward. Yes. Yes, you can definitely help us, big guy. We were told to find a Sergeant Obson. Nathan and Travis sent us here.
Right, and you see him look over his papers real quick, and then he grabs one that's kind of off to the side and pulls it forward. Right, you're the group that assisted with clearing out the sewers.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Oh, we did what any good citizens should do.
Right.
Good armed
Let
citizens,
me get it for
anyway.
you. 1 second. And you see, he kind of puts it back in the pile where it was. He kind of hops off his stool and goes down a hallway that's off to, as you're looking towards him, this will be off to your right. So he moved to his left. He goes down the hallway. You hear a knock. Then some kind of like conversation, don't quite hear.
Before he comes back, I'm going to look over at Kelvin and go, big guy? Really? Just shake my head.
The halfling comes back. He'll be with you shortly. Just 1 minute, please.
Thank you, sir.
And he kind of goes back to doing his paperwork. About 2 or 3 minutes pass before you see a figure come out of the hallway where the halfling had come, and you see this kind of a taller, broader chested male half elf that has a bit of a dark brown hair, and right now just seems to be wearing kind of a finer tunic and no apparent weapons on him. And he kind of approaches the group. Yes, I'm Sergeant Obson. You are the group that, well, for lack of a better term, saved Nathan.
Yes.
Yes, that would be us.
Well, again, it's greatly appreciated. Looking over some... here it is. You've got some couple of papers in his hands. Were you sent here for reward? That's what it is. There you are. Okay. All right. He kind of pulls the papers back to like his chest to look over all of you. All right. A little banged up. All right. Wait here. I'll be back. And he
All right.
Thank you.
heads down the other hallway that was on the other side of the counter. Two minutes pass. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes go by. And then,
I think about 5 minutes or so, I would have started trying to make a small talk with the desk clerk.
Okay.
Just talking to him, seeing what he's working on. Very very maybe subtly trying to see. So what's going on in the city?
Guess you're new to the city then.
We're a little new. We haven't really explored much. We just heard some stories from some people and figured it was something anyone with the ability should be able to do. And we just wanted to clear out the sewer and help out, and happened to come across Nathan and was glad to be of help.
Definitely a good deed done. It's unfortunate that others were lost to it, but
Yes.
at least one was saved. Aside from that, any
I
dealings
agree.
you wanted with the city, you should just check out the board where I presumed you had seen already, but he just kind of points over towards his left, and you see on the wall a kind of like a bulletin board to where just various parchments have been just tacked to it with like a dart. You ever looking for information on the city or a little extra coin in your pocket? Check out the board.
Will do. I'm sorry, I missed your name.
That's because I didn't give it.
Oh, could I have it?
Robert. Yours?
Kelvin. Pleased to meet you.
Of course. You see him grab a new piece of parchment and begin making some notes.
Is there
By the
anything
10-minute mark, I'm starting to get nervous and pacing.
Okay.
Is there anything we should stay away from? Anything we should be leery of?
Don't break the law.
Well, yes.
It's about this point you hear footwork coming back down the hallway, and you see the gentleman who had addressed you earlier carrying a bit of a crate with him He comes to the counter. Ugh, clunk. Sets it down. Okay. So, he kind of takes out his papers again. Clearing the sewers out. And aiding in the life of a Queen's Shield soldier. Yep. Okay. He has in the crate, he pulls out a set of studded leather armor, sets it down. Finely made. It is well crafted, up to par, and it just looks immaculate. He sets out up here 2 larger, kind of like coin pouch purses, just clong clong. Then also he sets out 2 glass vials filled with a red liquid. All right. 1 set of stud leather armor, 500 silver, 2 potions of healing, and I've been directed to point you towards the Gracious Pint Tavern in the Skyward for meeting with the Turn family.
Well, I thank you very much for everything.
Absolutely. For the record, need to make note of this. What are you called?
I am called Kelvin.
No,
He means our group.
the group of you.
We don't have a
Individual names
name
is
yet.
fine, but preferably a group name.
Well, I don't think we've thought that far ahead.
Right. Well, what's your name then?
Who's
My
he
name
pointing
is
to?
Kelvin.
My name is Kelvin.
Okay.
This is Cathalia.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. That is a very nice thing to say.
All right, Kelvin. All of you have a good day. And he
Yes, me and Cathalia
Grabs
and
the-
Snow and
grabs the
Tam
crate
Will.
and
And we-
walks off.
Well,
All right. Well, I guess we'll divvy everything up outside.
Yeah, we'll just kind of put everything into a backpack,
Okay.
and then we'll well, we don't even have to go outside. We can worry about the coin later and the potions later. But who could use from some studded leather armor?
I have normal leather armor.
Then you should probably take the studded because I have studded as well.
Same.
All right, yeah.
I'll take
That
one
is-
of the potions.
Okay.
I don't need the potions, right? So you guys can take those.
Am I the only one that can't heal magically?
I think so.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Take 'em
Out
both.
of character. Out
Yes.
out of character. We learned last night that in a pinch, neither can Cathalia.
Oh God.
Yeah, but then
good to know.
also what I was thinking wouldn't have worked, so
No, but when I fell, you could have walked up, cure wounds.
I could have. But we were also in the middle of something.
Oh no, we learned in a pinch, you forget magic. It's perfectly fine. Character flaws are amazing.
She panicked.
Alright.
It's fine.
Alright,
She might
Kel.
not
Yeah.
panic next time. Maybe next time
Right.
she just lets you die.
Maybe.
Yeah. And then character face turn.
My
What? Cathali was the big bad the whole time.
my death
Yes.
saving roll dice is ready to go.
All right.
Oh, what
so
was
I've
that?
got-
2 1s. Holy crap.
Some of you haven't seen it yet. It's a fantastic gift. This bad boy. All rolls come through this.
Thing is massive.
I know.
Oh
You
man,
can hear the
that
weight.
cackle.
Why would you do that?
Perfect.
Because he hates us.
I love it.
All right. So now that we've collected from one, let's move on to the next.
Yeah.
Before we move
go
on,
meet with
Where are you heading first? And what were you going to say, Snow?
real quick before we move on, who were we redirected to?
You were
We were
said to go-
redirected.
to the
To the-
Gracious Pint to speak with the Turin family. Turen.
Thank you. That's
I was only
all I
off by
needed.
1 letter.
You said Turen,
Yes,
and that's in the Skyward.
correct.
Correct.
Oh, thank you very much.
Absolutely. So
Yeah, where
where's
are we
the
going
party
next?
heading next?
Do we want to leave directly from here and go to the Wobbly Mugs? Do we want to kill a little bit of time?
Straight to the Wobbly.
I mean,
Get
I
it
just wanna
over
kill
with.
somebody.
All right.
Okay.
Can we at least like go down a few alleyways and come back around so it's not like
You
straight
take a
from the
different route,
cops
pretty
to the
much?
robbers?
Yeah, we're gonna.
not
I mean, we're gonna
straight from
take
the
a
cops to the
circuitous
robbers.
route. Yeah, we're not
Got it.
gonna
We're
go.
gonna
Hey,
straight from the guard tower to the Wobbly Mugs. Got it. I need every. No, I'm
and we're
kidding.
gonna make sure to talk to every guard along the way.
Every
Say,
guard.
hey,
Which
we're
way
going to
the
this
Wobbly
thieves'
Mugs?
we know they're bad guys, and we're okay with it.
We're okay with it.
While
no,
we're
no,
at it, we're gonna
nice.
try to see if we can't find anyone with vine tattoos and be like, "Hey, aren't those underguard great?"
Yeah, they're awesome. Please make my job easy.
Everyone got your backup characters made.
Easy enough to maneuver throughout this city. You've explored enough of it to where you can get from kind of point A to point B without getting too terribly lost, especially between these couple of familiar wards and buildings and areas. So you take a little bit of a roundabout path. Takes you a better part of about an hour to do so. But you do manage to get back to the Wobbly Mugs, feeling pretty good in the path you took to get there.
While we're going, can we make a check to see if we're being followed?
Make a perception check.
Why do I gotta ask this question?
Come on,
14.
kill it.
14's not bad.
14.
Nice.
You don't see anybody following you.
Oh god. You're pretty
Would
sure
my-
it's not trapped.
Would my
But you
passive
got that
notice
second character
anything?
ready.
Or would I have to roll for that?
If you're actively looking for something, you can make a roll.
Why not? Because now I'm paranoid. Hey!
Nice.
Nice. You feel pretty confident not being followed.
Okay. Fair enough.
So as you get moving through the city, you get back to the Wobbly Mugs just fine. Do you head
Is
inside?
does it look open now?
Yeah. I mean, seems to be open. Do you try the door?
Yes. Try the door.
It opens.
I'm gonna walk in kind of grumpy.
Okay.
Is Shady there?
Now it's been a bit of time. Give me a con save real quick, Kelvin.
Okay. I'm feeling great.
You're feeling a little better. You're not sure if she scammed you or you're just not drinking enough water.
As we walk in, I just kind of look over and be like, I need this. And I grab Cathalia's water jug and I just drink it.
Okay.
Just stare at him.
It will get you more.
Rude.
So you head inside and you do see a familiar figure standing behind the counter.
Walk up. Is it Shady?
It is Shady.
Hello. So, what happened last night?
Oh, that was you.
Yes.
And you see her as she kind of reaches down behind the counter. You hear something click. And she sets a dagger on the counter. If you ever drop my name like that again, thinking you're some big shot around here, I'll put this in your throat myself. Do you understand me?
He's obviously talking to you.
Oh, I know. Yes.
Okay. She removes the dagger and you hear it click once more. Now that's over with. Back to real business. I take it some of you look worse for wear, but alive.
Mm-hmm.
Sue is clear?
All the creatures that were in the sewers have been taken care of, as far as we know.
He'll be happy to hear that. As for payment, agreed upon, this Tane you're looking for doesn't belong to our ranks. But I make good on my payments. I'm going to guess that you need to find him for whatever reason. We're not going to get into that. I don't care. I'm close. Got a few contacts who might be swayed within the vine. But I need time. Give me a few more days. I'll find this Tane for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
If nothing else, get out.
Nod my
Okay.
head. Turn. Look at the rest of my party. And kind of nod my head to the door and start walking.
Okay. You all head out.
As we're walking out, I'm gonna go, she is mad at you.
It's alright, he has Sutha to fall back on. He'll be alright.
I do not say a single word while we're inside.
Okay. Kelvin remains silent and stalwart forward in his march, determined to leave this building
Alive.
alive.
Well, I didn't lie to her.
True. But all of you head outside into the streets. What next?
Well, that's
Well-
going to be a bridge that we're going to have to mend at some point.
We?
I was gonna say, I love how you say "we" when it is clearly you who should be bringing her flowers.
I lean a little closer to Tamriel. Do you think that'll work?
It's worth a shot.
I mean,
Maybe
if
an
she's mad at you,
apology.
she's still going to stab you. So, at least this would be like one last act of kindness.
All right, we're not going to let him get murdered, but in all seriousness and honesty, flowers and an apology, or maybe is she the flower type? Now I'm thinking
I don't think she would be the flower type, honestly. Get her a nice,
flowers.
Make
I
an
was
insight
saying,
check.
all right,
Who?
get her a nice shiny like 3/4 dagger. She'll be fine.
17.
Yeah.
17. You get the feeling that since she's kind of in the line of thieving and smuggling, flowers might not be the way to go.
But maybe because no one's getting her flowers, maybe she'll like a flower.
No, dagger and caltrops. Definitely go dagger caltrops.
Or maybe a really nice set of thieves' tools.
Not my thieves' tools though.
Maybe. Maybe. As we're walking.
Is
Oh,
she
really?
the thieving type though? I mean, is she the one? Is she out there doing some thieving on her own, or is she just the one directing traffic?
You don't know.
Maybe though, a really, really nice ale that she can't get her hands on.
Ooh.
Ooh, get her drunk on flaming sugar and then say you're sorry. At the very least, it's going to be a lot harder to hit you with a dagger.
And hopefully she won't remember the next day.
I don't know. He plays his cards right. She might remember the next day, and I throw an elbow at him.
Ugh. So we're walking. Where are we
Yeah.
headed?
We are going to be headed in the general direction of the Skyward, towards the Gracious Pint.
Okay.
Does anybody know where that is?
It's in the Skyward.
None of you know where it is. Cathalia
Do we know where the
might have
Skyward
an
is?
idea. Might. Give me a history check, Cathalia.
Ah, shit.
Single digit?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Well,
I think that's your best history check to date, though.
you've never been
Yeah.
there,
Probably.
so you know where it's not.
Gotta love the process of elimination.
You know it's not in the Earth Ward because they told you it's in the Sky Ward.
Yep.
Ooh! Standing to reason, could I maybe hazard a guess that the Sky Ward is like the opposite corner of the Earth Ward?
Do you head that way?
I'm gonna
head.
That's the best
I'm gonna
educated guess.
I'm gonna kind of put my hand on my face, and just shake my head, be like, "We don't know what we're doing," and just walk. Is there anyone around us?
There's a few people walking around, yeah.
I'm gonna walk to the closest person.
All right, you grab this person is a female human. She seems to have like this basket of like fresh baked breads because it's still pretty late morning, early afternoon. She has some fresh baked breads with like a cloth draped over it. You can smell it. It smells delicious. And she's like, "Yes, dear. Can I help you?"
Yes, two things. One, I am really hungry. Can I please buy a loaf of your bread?
Oh, sure. Just a copper.
Just okay, and I'll pull out 2 copper and I'll give them to her.
Thank you, sir.
And
Paylor's blessings.
and please, yes, most definitely. And I handed her as she takes the copper, I will open my hand to. There is the sign of Paylor on my hand, so.
Okay, she takes it and she just kind of looks at it and she looks at you. A little bit of an acknowledging nod.
We are a little lost.
Well, I
What
can't
is
say
the
I've ever seen
quickest-
this group around before.
Yes. What's the quickest way to the Skyward?
Skyward.
Yes.
Interesting, but okay.
We were asked to meet somebody at the Gracious Pint.
Oh, fancy. And she kind of turns to kind of face the spiraling square, and she kind of points. You go to the square, and then head just a bit north, a little east, like northeast, and you'll know it when you see it. Look for the fancy buildings. From there, head through the main street. Couldn't really tell you. 10-ish minutes, you'll come upon kind of a bigger square intersection, and it's there on the corner.
Well, thank you so much. While she was talking and distracted, can I slip a gold into her pocket?
Make a sleight of hand.
She's distracted?
Oh God.
Because she was distracted, do I get advantage?
No, it affected the DC.
Okay. Well, maybe. She was pretty distracted.
And she looks back as your hand's withdrawing, and she doesn't think you're trying to steal bread, but she's like, Did you want 2 loaves?
Oh, no, I thank you for your troubles. And then I give her a little wink.
She shifts her basket to the other side of her body. Good day.
You have a good day.
She just
Thank you.
walks right off.
Hey, she's going to be very happy later, and that's all that matters.
I think she caught you before you got it in there.
No, he got
Oh,
it in
she
there.
just-
His hand was in the
She
basket.
caught me. She caught me
okay.
dropping the money in. She caught me.
His hand was
She didn't
in the
see the
basket.
money.
No, she did not
Yeah.
do that.
I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Okay, my bad.
Okay. But do you
So
follow
later,
directions?
she'll be happy. I do. Well, I go back and I relay the directions to our group, and I say we should go that away.
that away. Genius.
Thank God for those kinds of directions. There's no way we can get lost with that away.
Nope, not
That's
at all.
about the directions I
You
give
know,
in real life.
that is definitely correct. I'm gonna give the double finger guns with a wink.
So all of you head in the directions given to you by the nice bread lady.
Yeah.
You move
Oh,
through the
yeah.
spiraling square once again, following her directions through the path. And as she said it, you do notice when you see the skyward, it is immediately you see kind of like almost like a gated community type entrance to where there's like the nice privacy bushes almost blocking off all sight to this area. And then through the road, there is an open gate with 2 guards posted on each side. Everyone give me perception checks. Nice.
15.
9.
Kelvin is having a little distraction about the nice shrubbery around this area.
Or is it the bread?
Actually, yeah, it's the bread. You're like, oh, this is good bread. Oh, man.
I do not share.
No, okay.
I was thinking about it, but then I tried it.
It's
and it was
about this time that
delicious.
you're munching on this bread. You're like, man, it actually makes his headache go away. And you're like, wait a minute. Headache is gone. Man, I feel
Yeah.
pretty good, too.
I just needed bread.
Alleviated. Yes, the
Yeah,
magic of
had nothing to
carbs.
do with the 2 water skins of water you drank down.
And the
Or the
concoction
herbs.
this morning.
No herbs, no water, none of that.
Well, it
Just
definitely
bread.
wasn't raw
Just
eggs
the
in a
bread.
glass, so...
What the rest of you see on these 2 guards is that they have no insignia on their armor. They are both wearing studded leather armor with a rapier and a short sword, and then they are holding what looks to be like a light crossbow. And they're not really like on edge. They just seem to be relaxed in there, but definitely ready. They're kind of looking through anybody that may be coming towards them. And as your group begins to approach, they don't intercept, but you can definitely tell they're taking stock of the party coming up to this gate. Again, it is open. You're free to travel back and forth, but they're definitely eyeing all of you.
As we kind of walk up and we notice that they're eyeing us, I'm going to stop and ask, good afternoon. Would you mind pointing us in the direction of the Gracious Pint? We're headed there to meet the Turin family. They are expecting us.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God. Oh, not terrible. 14.
They're kind of taken aback. You see like a visible like shock, like, really? Okay. And he takes a minute. He's like, yeah, yes, the Gracious Pint, of course. You will, and he kind of lowers his crossbow to where it's held in one hand and uses the other to point. Travel down this main road here. You will see it diverge off in a bit. Take the left path. It will kind of begin to circle around. And then at the next very large intersection, you will see it.
Thank you very kindly. You have a wonderful day.
You as well, sir.
And I will kind of start wandering, and I'll tell everybody else the directions that he just gave me, and I look at Kelvin and go, see, those are directions.
That's what she said. It's that away.
Thanks for that away, buddy.
As they're walking, Snow is just gonna...
But did we get lost?
I mean... No. Not... yet.
I will say with those perception checks, as you all move into this area, immediately what you notice is there's not a single wooden building. Everything in this area is made from extremely finely crafted stone masonry.
So we just found the rich
Suddenly, I
neighborhood.
feel incredibly poor.
The street,
Oh,
the brick
snap.
that lays the streets even changes to a different style of brick.
Is there an alleyway we can kind of duck down into?
Looking around immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one. Kind of a little bit inward to this area, and then off to the left.
Would all of you step over here for just a moment, please? As we step off to the side, I'm going to pull out a pair of lodestones that I am going to use to mend my armor and anybody else's clothes that was attacked during the spider attack. That was ripped or torn or anything like that. Because as a high elf, I have one wizard cantrip, and I chose that one.
You chose mending.
Mending.
Nice.
Ah, I see. So I will also, while he's doing that, I will give everyone a prestidigitation.
Perfect.
Prestidigitation. Fantastic. Through some clever
So-
use of these two fantastic spruce 'em up spells. Kelvin, you
Please change the spell name underneath your spell list so that it says prestidigitation.
And that's going to get written down now.
Oh my gosh. Kelvin, you watch as the threads that were missing just seem to be almost pulled out of thin air from the lodestones. You don't see the lodestones shrinking, but it appears as if their threads are coming off of the lodestones as the dark metal looking thread, and then halfway through the transition to match the thread color of your cloth, and they actually weave these open holes closed.
Thank you.
Same for the armor of those that have any damage to it from your combat. Again, the lodestones don't seem to be shrinking in size, but that looks like it's coming almost like a loom coming off of the lodestone and to the armor or cloth being fixed.
I am definitely going to need to learn that trick.
I can definitely teach it to you when we're not sticking out like sore, poor thumbs.
But you all look much better now.
I straighten my coat. I pull my, my sleeves down a little bit. I stand up straight.
So are there like barrels and stuff in this alleyway?
In this alleyway, no,
Or is
it's
it-
pretty cleaned up.
Oh. I kind of like look in my bag. I'm like, oh, I'll do that later. I'm like looking at the armor that I didn't get to put on yet.
Why don't you take a minute and put on that armor that looks much nicer than the leather armor that you have right now?
Well, because you're here, and Kelvin will get upset, and it's the open area of the alley.
I am going to step to the end of the alley,
Okay.
and I am going to try and studiously keep my back turned.
Okay.
Kelvin, you should probably do the same thing on the other end.
Yeah, I will.
And maybe Snow can help you change quickly.
There is no other end.
Oh, man.
It's like a dead end?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So I'm going to
okay.
go all
Well,
the way
that
into
makes
the
it easier.
corner,
Okay.
like as far away from the guys as I can, and then I quickly change and put my old stuff back in my bag.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stand shoulder to shoulder with Tam and just kind of stare at him the entire time.
It's not like I can grow eyes in the back of my head, dude. It was a joke. Calm down.
Do you say that?
Yes.
I put my hand behind his head
Oh my God.
just in case.
Just in case.
You never know.
Well,
Magic
when
is
I ascend
weird.
to become a god of tricksters, I will definitely make that an ability to grow eyes in the back of my head.
Easy
Snow
enough
is
to
just
do, though.
leaning against the wall, just like shaking her head at these two.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough to
So-
do, Cathalia. You just quickly change and you put the armor on, and a couple adjusted straps later, it fits well, feels comfortable, and again, it is just well made and was extremely well kept.
Like the best armor that I've ever had. So yeah, I come back up the alleyway and I see Kelvin's hand on the back of Tam's head. I just kind of stare at them,
Possibly extremely confused.
very confused.
You guys head back out into the streets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you head to the streets and begin making your way in the directions given to you.
Oh,
As
right
we-
before we left, I'll kind of look at everyone and stand up straight. It's like the best thing to do is look like you belong, and then turn and walk out.
Okay.
He is very good at that.
Indeed.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, all of you begin heading in a direction given to you by the guards at the gates into this area. Probably about 5, 6, 7 minutes of a good walk. You come to that curve to where you make the... Which direction?
The left.
Okay.
That was what he said.
All right, you make to the left. It kind of begins to slightly curve, and you would imagine this is perhaps a road that follows the entirety of the city, kind of curving with it.
Mm-hmm.
And after about another 5 or so minutes, you come to a rather large intersection. And as you're kind of coming down this way, you notice the streets, I wouldn't say they're like heavily populated with foot traffic, but there is an increased level of people moving around and carts and horses being dragged to and from. And you're all getting some looks, but no one seems to be staring.
More like once they realize we're there, they're pointedly ignoring us.
Yeah.
Oh, nobility. Oh, douchebags in every village. All right. Let's go.
Okay. As you come to the intersection, you do see off to the right on the far corner a what looks to be large 2-3 story building, well made, brick on brick, with a large, like a banner almost, hanging down where one would normally put a wooden sign. And you see this blue banner with an embroidered golden mug on it, and then in wording around it, see the gracious pint.
Well, I think we found our destination.
I believe so. Let's step inside then.
You head inside.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, you are met with a scene of incredible, lavish life. It is just well-made tables, a fireplace burning off in a corner, booths that just seem to be just pillows upon cushions. You see well-dressed kind of servants moving around, along with equally or even more so well-dressed patrons sitting at tables. As you open the door, a couple people look at you, then look back, then like a double take, almost like, what are you doing here? But just kind of right themselves in their chairs and go back to their eating. As you come in, there is a small desk right at the door, and you can see this kind of red-headed male, well-trimmed hair, kind of close just up over the ears. He's wearing a dark, kind of a blue tunic with simple trousers on the bottom, pressed. He looks at all of you. Are you lost?
Not quite. We're here to meet the Turin family. They were expecting us.
The Turin? That can't be. Who are all
No,
of you?
that's right. He's Kelvin.
We were asked to make an appearance after we talked to the Queen's Shield after saving Nathan last night.
And you say that name, his demeanor immediately changes. His eyes brighten. He goes, oh, you're the group. And he just takes off. And you see him as he moves rapidly to the stairs and goes up them and then disappears after making a turn.
Noah's gonna lean into Tam. We better start thinking of a name fast, because this is about to get very confusing.
Yeah.
Is there-
Quick huddle.
Is there anything on his desk?
Do you look? Make a perception check.
Let's see if there's anything on his desk.
I'm gonna come up with a name.
A quick
Some wood.
glance, you see like some papers, a quill. That's about it.
Look at Snow and Cathalia. What about the Radiant Dawn?
Maybe.
I'm not very radiant, but I don't have anything against it.
Well, it's not exactly like we can go 3 elves and a cat woman.
Why not?
What? That's a great name! Actually, Catwoman and the Three Elves.
Oh my god.
Makes us sound like minions.
Oh.
Quickly, we're all from the woods. We all... Oh, gods. This is harder than it should be.
Maybe it's not even up to us yet. Maybe
About this time,
it'll come to us at some point.
you all hear a voice, a familiar voice, male. Oh my gosh, you made it! And you turn and you see Nathan, not in uniform, just decently nice attire, with two kind of older people with him, male and female. And he approaches you with these two people.
I'll reach out and shake his hand.
He shakes it right back. And the
Are you feeling better
two with
today?
him are just kind of a little taken aback, but they're also, you can tell they're excited. What'd you say?
Are you feeling better today?
Much better. Had a nice night of rest after getting back. Tended to my wounds, and I'm taking a few days off from my duties with the shield.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys could make it. Sorry, where are my manners? These are my parents, Edward and Suna Turin. They owned this tavern. They wanted to, and at this point, the father takes over. Yes, we wanted to show our appreciation for saving our son's life. We weren't sure how to put any kind of value on it, so short answer is you are more than welcome to stay here. Not for as long as you like. We don't want you being here forever, but for a short time, you are more than welcome to remain here at our tavern, free of cost. Lodging. Aside from that, again, this has been a difficult day and a half. We weren't sure what had become of him after being gone for 4 days.
We were just glad we found him in time.
We are also very glad. Then the mother speaks up. Very glad indeed. Again, we don't really know how to reward someone for such a deed, so we'll start with this. You can stay here. No cost, don't worry about it. And then, as we calm down and get a grip back on life, we'll come back to you with a reward.
Okay.
We thank you for this.
Yes.
And the mother and father is kind of nod, smile, and the dad kind of grabs his son by the bicep. You can see him give a kind of like a squeeze, like that dad I love you squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
We're just glad you could at least save one life. But yes, you can add yourself to our ledger and be taken care of. Unfortunately, I
thanks.
do have business I have to tend to. But again, thank you. Tonight, dinner. We'll invite you up to the suite.
Of course. Thank you. We'll be there.
We would be glad to join you for dinner.
Absolutely.
The mother and father both kind of nod their heads. The father actually shakes Kelvin's hands. You're definitely odd. Don't see a lot of your complexion around. But glad you're here. And then he
I'm
just
glad
kinda
we
looks-
could all be here and of service when and as needed.
Yeah, he looks at the rest of the group. We're thankful all of you could be here. And then they just kind of gather themselves and move onward. What was that, Tam?
I was gonna say I just kind of nod my head forward when he says that about being there for everyone or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. But they close out the conversation with a polite smile, a nod. Nathan kind of lingers for a second and just, thank you again. I'll be around. Taking a few days off, like I said, so
Awesome.
be safe. And he heads off with his parents.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna add our names to the ledger.
Well,
At this point, you see that The male that had been there before has come back. And he's just kind of standing there with a quill in hand and ready. Party name or individuals?
Well, first, can you do me a very large favor?
Yes.
And I'm gonna pull out my water skin. Can I get yours? And I'll point to the girls whose waters I drank.
I hand mine over.
Likewise.
Can we get these filled, please?
Absolutely. Just take them to the bar top there, and they'd be more than happy to top you off. Water?
Yes, please. Can you get that handled for us really quick?
See his eye kind of twitch for a second. And then he ever so gently raises his right hand and just snaps his finger once. And in a few seconds, a servant comes over. Yes, would you please ensure their water skins are refilled? Yes, sir, of course. And he looks at you. Ooh. The water skins, please.
Hand them over.
He takes them, walks off.
Thank you. And I'll kind of turn to the others and kind of usher them back a little bit, because I was hoping the guy was going to leave so we could talk. But he didn't leave.
Hold on. We'll give you our names for now, but by the end of the day, we should have a group name ready for you.
Very well. Your name, sir?
My name is Tamriel.
Thank you.
This wonderful young woman, as I go forward and put both hands on top of Cathalia, is Cathalia.
Got it.
And then this lovely young woman, and I do the same thing to Snow, is Snow. And you know Kelvin.
Of course. You see him as he kind of writes the rest of the names. He looks over Cathalia's name for a second. I feel like I've heard this before. Maybe in passing.
I've been in and out of the capital. It was probably in passing.
Very well. 4 rooms? 2 rooms? 1 room?
2 rooms have been our usual. We don't want to over-intrude or overtake.
I was instructed to offer you at least a room for each of you. If you wish to double up, that is upon your choice. Let it be known that it was offered.
We appreciate the offer, but again, we don't want to overreach.
Very well.
Thank you.
You will reach under the kind of podium he's at and pull out 2 keys, set them down.
Thank you.
3rd floor, right at the end of the steps. You
Excellent.
Almost walk right into them.
One more question, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Is there a tailor nearby?
Certainly.
We wouldn't want to show up looking our less than our best to dinner this evening.
Certainly. Just going back out to the streets here, make a left and head down about a street, make a right, and then on your left you'll see Reginald's Threads. Fantastic tailor. Can't recommend him enough.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And we are going to head upstairs. And can you give me those directions one more time, or are you going to just kind of steer us that way when we get done?
You should have been listening.
I should have. I mean, I was listening, but I was also trying to write at the same time, so that's
Okay.
my fault.
We'll see how well you were listening with your next history check.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right, I guess we're going to head upstairs to the 3rd floor with
All
our
of you
keys that we
Head
have.
upstairs to the 3rd floor, and you, walking in to your rooms, you can see they are large. Larger than even what you were used to for a 2-bedroom at the Immortal Meadery. Each room contains 2 beds, a table with parchment and pen, along with a smaller shared fireplace. You can actually, you can't see through it, but you can see where the grate is that allows both rooms to benefit from a singular fireplace. So, if you shouted loud enough, you could probably hear each other, but it's not like you could reach and touch each other. There's some distance.
I just have a mental image of us shouting at each other.
Probably. But taking in the space around you, these rooms are very nice. And as all of you kind of take a moment to kind of take in the situation and where you find yourselves now, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a great episode, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone that's come by and checked out the stream. I know myself and the rest of the table included, we don't have the words to say thank you loud enough or strong enough, but thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed our lovely shenanigans for tonight's episode. Once again, quick reminder, if you did enjoy it a lot, share us. Drop us a follow. It's greatly appreciated. The more people that we get to follow, and as we build our community, our next stretch goal would be 100 followers. And what we're looking forward to for that is giving away a signed copy of the 5th edition Player's Handbook Guide for Dungeons and Dragons. It'll be signed by myself and the rest of the table here. And I think I speak from all of us when I say appreciate it, be safe, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Have a nice night, guys.